All right. So good evening, everyone, or morning, or wherever you are. And so today the video topic is NIO Day. Whoever's invested in NIO, or if you're thinking about getting into NIO, this is a perfect video to watch. So watch throughout the whole video, like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment below on what you thought how NIO Day went, and let's start going. So the video is really long to watch. If you want to watch the live streaming video, it's about 3 hours. These are my thoughts. I picked important topics or important information out, and I'm gonna go over it. So let's go with it. So my thoughts today, right? So battery next gen. I was impressed by the battery next gen. The autopilot system to swap battery, right? So they said that about 312 swap in a day, and of course, by the end of 2021, they plan to deploy 500 of these battery swap systems. That's good for NIO. And of course, the next gen, right? 1,000 kilometer battery life. That's impressive, and I like that a lot. And I'd like that. That's good for NIO if they could do that, right? But there's no proof yet, and it's all, they don't have any proof yet. It's all speculations, in my opinion, and I need proof to know that yeah, a car could drive 1,000 kilometer. Okay, kilometer. I mean, okay. So the next thing I'm gonna talk about is the ET7. So it's a luxury car. If you looked at it, it's a nice car. People will buy it, but it's not for the low income people, right? So low income people can't purchase this, and that a part of the market is out by pricing this car at this high. So I put 84,000, but we'll look at the price in a bit. I believe I had the price up there actually. Yeah. So the ET7 has three prices. It's gonna be $69,000 right here, right? For the 70 kilowatt per hour, and of course 78,000 for the 100, and then 100,000. Let's call it 80,000 for right here, okay? And of course, BAS a battery as a service, they had to pay on top of that too. So it costs a lot, but people will invest because of the hype, and EV is the new thing. People will buy. All right, so let's talk about self-drive tech. So I was actually quite impressed when he came out and talked about Aquila, the Atom, right? That's 8 GB data per second, and then he even said 7 times better than Tesla. That's it's called saying something out there, and I don't know if they're trying to cause conflict between the two, or saying they're the best or they're better, but maybe that's a possibility, right? And of course, lidar. I like that they had lidar on the cars, and they're into lidar. Of course, look out for potential companies partnership, and look for potential lidar company that could come up, because EV is a new thing. Lidar is a need for these EV cars. And of course, the last one is the launch ET7 is 2022 quarter one. That's a year from now, or a little over a year, right? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? If you look at the positive side, it's a good thing because they want to get it right. They don't want to mess up, and they want to have a perfect ET7 come out, right? That's good for the company. It's better to take their time and have a good product than speed everything up and have a product that's not so good, a product that has a lot of things wrong with it, a lot of things messed up with it, breaking down, right? So that's good for the company. Is it bad? It might be bad because of competition, right? Let's say that it takes a year from now, and Tesla in a year from now comes out with a bunch of new cars that is better than the ET7, and that's a possibility because Tesla is on the move and they have a lot of money. You already know, to use and to invest to produce new products, right? So competition, it's bad for them, and it takes a year for them to do this. Within a year, a lot of stuff could happen. A lot of other EV company could be booming, like Xpeng and so on. So there's the good and the bad. All right, so let's look at the news, okay? So the news is that the battery swap thing, it speaks for itself. They have completed about 1.5 billion battery swaps over its history, so that's a good thing. It's doable. They've done it before, and 500 of these by the end of 2021. That's a lot of revenue for Tesla in general. And then delivery date, right? So the delivery date is gonna be first quarter of 2022. We already talked about that. You could look into it. You could DUDD on whether you think that's good for the stock or bad for the stock, the company. And then the thing I want to focus on right here is this part. All right. NIO autonomous driver sensor and software suite is called Aquila. NIO's computer platform crunching all the sensor is called Atom, right? The platform is powered by Nvidia processor, right? So that's the next thing we're going to talk about in a bit, right down here. About 6% of Nvidia sales are generated into the auto space, according to fiscal year 2020 numbers, which ended in January 2020. All right, so let's go to the next one. January 2020, I think 2021, but so let's look at okay, LiDAR, right? So some LiDAR mentioned. I looked at an article about NIO, and they mentioned some LiDAR. So plus like stock like VLDR and LAZR rally last month on a report that Apple could be making a self-driving car by 2024 using the technology. So Apple's already looking to a LiDAR. They already announced that they're gonna create their own self-driving car. That's another competition for NIO. And Apple's a big company. But the main thing is LiDAR. You guys should check out LiDAR companies. It's important, and you can make a lot of money from those stocks. So definitely check those out and do your DD, invest on your own risk. And then Nvidia Partnership. So the thing about Nvidia Partnership is that it's good for Nvidia and it's good for NIO because Nvidia is a credible company. Okay, they're credible. They're profiting and they're booming. Their stock is booming. So what does that mean? That means that NIO is partnering with a company that's reliable and everyone already knows the company and it looks good on paper. It looks good statistically, financially. It just looks good overall, right? And that's good for the stock. So let's look at Nvidia, right? So Nvidia Orin is the world's highest performance AV and robotic processor. The scalable supercomputer on the chip family delivers an unprecedented 254 trillions of operation per second TOPS, while also being able to scale down to entry level ADS level 2 uses TOPS 10 TOPS 5 watts. NIO will feature 4 high performance Orin stocks in each of its AV achieve industry leading performance of 1000 tops, delivering the redundancy and diversity necessary to a safe autonomous operation. So NVIDIA is, like I said right here, this is the first part, in the world's highest performance AV and robotic processor. They're good at what they do. Their stuff, their product, their section, right? So these section of sectors of NVIDIA, they're credible. They're really good. So it's good that NIO chose a good partner. So of course, as NIO grows, so deliveries Lee and Lee took the time to announce the company has. So he announced that 75,000 vehicle has been delivered already, and that's a good number for NIO itself. But let's go to the last one, right? So the things that prior days to this, I was looking at research on NIO, and it says something about international expansion. If on NIO Day, which happened this morning, they mentioned international expansion, that's good for the stock. But I didn't hear it, I didn't see it. It was not mentioned today, and that's another thing that could could be an obstacle for this stock. Could be not a downfall, but it could take longer for NIO to grow because they're not expanding their company internationally. Okay, so it's not mentioned. I would like that to be mentioned. If in the future it is mentioned, you know that's good for NIO. The stock will rise up. So price point wise, right? Let's look at NIO really fast. I didn't have NIO up, so NIO Finance Yahoo. Let's do it fast. All right, so currently it's sitting at $58. When it closed on Friday, let's do 1 year, and it's been rallying up. Okay, $58. So my opinion is that I believe that on Monday investors will get in, and the price will jump up. So if you want to get in, right pre-market or right when it opens is the best time. On the other hand, right? So everything I'm saying is speculation, is do your DD and investing on risk. On the other hand, it could be a sell-off because NIO Day has come, and like I said, the thing is that it's gonna take a year for these vehicles to come out. People might be like, a year? What's gonna happen in a year? A lot of things could happen in a year. The ET7 could be canceled for all we know. in a year. Um, and we don't know what's gonna NIO's gonna do in the meantime. A year for this video, are they gonna do anything on the side? So these people that are they've been in since, let's say, since July or since the $5, right? They're sitting at like a $45 profit per stock per share. They could sell for profit and come back when it dips. Because the thing about a stock is that, like this, right? Look at that, bam, bam, it dipped to $40 and then it rallied back up. Stocks goes up and goes down all the time, and we can't. When it dips, don't be scared. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, so for me, if I'm investing in a company and I like NIO myself, if the price dip, I buy more on the dip to lower my cost average and so on. But that's that's all on you. Do your DD, invest at your own risk. All right. So if you like more videos like this, like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment down below on NIO Day what your thoughts was. Did you like the performances in the in this live stream that NIO provided, and so on. And of course, if you have any other stocks you want me to talk about, put it in the comments too. And I'll see you guys in the next video.